rain. So everybody say Okay, so that's how you say that letter, and about Reysh being the head and how we think and how our thinking needs to be in line with God's, that he leads our thinking. But I want to look at Reysh from a little bit different perspective and show you applies to Yeshua. So here we have the kuf, remember that from last week, and remember the kuf comes down below the line, which relates to holiness coming down to earth, and the Reysh means that it's a head bowed in service. So we have holiness coming down and the Reysh of the head of the Lord, so to speak, coming down to serve. And Hosea 11:4 says, I led them with bonds of love and bent down to feed them. And Mark 10:45 says, for even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life a ransom for many. So there you see holiness coming down and the bent head serving. And you see aspects of Yeshua. Now let's do right Reysh, and then we're going to do something kind of fun. So everybody ready? Got your pens ready? It's just one stroke, and it's very important to curve this letter like the back of your head. So you're just going to go just below the line, and then you're going to come up to the line and down. And you're just going to curve that line right at the top of the line. That kind of got bumpy. Okay, but you get the fact that it's curved and it's one stroke. Okay, everybody got that? But now that you know these Hebrew letters, I want you to see how really critical it is to be sure that your Reysh has a curved line instead of straight lines, and you see this in the Shema. So we can all read this now. Okay, everybody read. Shema, Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. And in the scriptures, the Hebrew scriptures, this last dalet is going to be larger than the other letters. Why? Because they want you to be sure that it is not a Reysh. If it were a Reysh, you would have this word, and that's acher. So we know that our God is one. If that were a curved Reysh, it would be our God is another. So it's really important how you make that letter, and that you remember Reysh and Dalet are different. All right, now I want to show you something that's kind of fun. And it's how Hebrew words morph. That's how I like to call it. They morph into other words. But the root word is what's important. And so we're going to read now. And the first word that we're going to read is, what's this vowel sound? O. And the two dots are going to say A, and the fe is going to say f, and then the aleph is going to be silent. So this word is ro-fe, and ro-fe is a doctor, okay? Now look at this word. Actually, I shouldn't have a line here, except to show you these are two words, but now we're going to have ro-fe, mum-che. And a rofe, mumche, is an expert in the medical field. Okay, but do you see the word doctor? Now look at this. Terofa. Everybody read it. Terofa. And that is medication. Do you see the root word here? The Reysh, the Vav, and the Fe? That's the root, and that root will morph into all kinds of words that have some relation to the original root. Okay, so you see the relation between doctor and medication, and you see the root word. All right, now let's look at this one. Let's read it. The aleph with the line under it is going to say ah. The noon with the dot under is going to say e. So ani, Adonai, Ro, Fe, Ha. What does that say? Ani, I am, Adonai, the Lord, Rofecha, your healer. Do you see the root again? Now we're down to two roots of the word, but it's the same thing. All right, so Ani, Adonai, Rofecha. And you know how if you have a yud at the end of the word, it means mine, that closed fist. If you have a kaf at the end of the word, it means your. That's the open hand. So this one's mine, this one's yours, okay? That's real important to know. And then the last thing is the shortest prayer in the Bible, and it has, again, this root that comes from Rophe, and it's, everybody read it, Rapha, this is a noon, Na, La. And what does that say? Heal, please, her. Heal her, please. And this was Moses praying for Miriam. So there you go. That's the amazing Reysh. Thank you for being here.